Hello guys, yes, my aircraft. Um, so I'm just doing some maintenance on my car. For those of you who like DIY it yourself and you know like mechanic and maintenance stuff, this is videos for you. So I'm just doing some carbon cleaning on my Passat. Doing some maintenance update on it. So basically, I took the manifold off, and right here there was a good amount of carbon out here. All this is cleaned out. I cleaned it all out. Intake manifold was really dirty, as you guys can see. It's really clean. I cleaned it out really well. And also, I'm gonna turn this around. As you can see, I cleaned up all the top and stuff. And also, I also updated the throttle body on it. You know, certain components you want to just change it, just preventative maintenance. I didn't have to change the throttle body, but I changed it. You know, the old one kind of rattles a lot, like really loud, you know, as you guys can see. And the new one, there's barely any sound when you shake it. So when I found that out, I decided to change the throttle body too. A good thing to have is you doing this kind of stuff when you put the intake manifold back on the car. You want to make sure you calibrate the throttle body, and also you calibrate some sensors around, because once you disconnect it from the vehicle, you know, the system is de-energized, so it's like everything has to be recalibrated. So then you gotta have a scan tool. You don't want to do this, you know, using JB4 or something. You want to have like a mechanic scan tool, like one of them, maybe OBD11. I'm using the VCDS Rostec, which I've downloaded the app on my laptop. But with the VCDS, you gotta have a laptop to do calibration. But as you guys can see, this intake manifold looks just like new when I bought the Passat. Very clean. And this is the old one. This is the old throttle body. Yeah. Also, you want to make sure the cylinder head, you take these plates out and clean it, as you guys can see. I cleaned it all out. There was a lot of carbon residue on it. It's all clean. This is good preventative maintenance. And also, the cylinder valve, the valves in the cylinder, those two, I have to make a separate video. It has a decent amount of carbon on it, not too much, but this, I think cylinder 2 and cylinder 3 has a good amount of carbon on it. That'll be a separate video. I'm gonna have to put the engine on TDC, top dead center, so the cylinder can the valve can close, so I can clean it properly without letting all the carbon seep into the engine. But yeah, this kind of maintenance is the best way to do carbon cleaning. All that, you know, the CRC chemicals and all of those GDI chemicals that you spray into, I think they spray it into here. Let me see. I think they people that don't want to take the manifold out, they take this out and spray it in there and run the car to clean out the valves. All of that is just, it's not really going to do anything. If it's going to do something, very, very bare minimum. So if you want to do it the right way, you got to take the intake manifold out and clean it yourself, you know. I'll take it to the dealership or the mechanic shop. But this kind of cleaning, if you have them take the intake manifold out, they're gonna charge you an arm and a leg. And even if you take it to the mechanic shop or any place to do carbon cleaning, they're just gonna put I think they're gonna blast it with some stuff. I don't know what it's called, but they're gonna put something in there and blast it to clean it. But the best way to do it is to take out the intake manifold and clean it out. Also, taking out intake manifold is not for everyone. You really gotta make sure you know where things are plugged in when you're putting it back. And you really gotta make sure that when you are taking it out, you don't just suddenly yank the manifold out, because you can pinch a wire, snap a wire, break something under the manifold that's connected to the car. So this kind of job is not for everyone. And the same way you took it out, you gotta remember the opposite way to put it back in. So it's not for everyone. And if you feel like you can't do this kind of maintenance, you best off to save up some money and take it to an appropriate mechanic to do it. All right, guys. And also, you gotta have a torque wrench. You gotta have a torque wrench because you gotta tighten all the bolts back to torque specs. It's Model Aircraft signing out.